Hello Libra, welcome to Rooted Souls Tarot. It's so lovely to have you here. I'm Lisa and this is your weekly tarot reading. So I've got these lovely herbiary cards by Mayatol. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pick two for you and we're going to have a look at the theme of this week's reading for you. And then we're going to delve deeper with some tarot cards. So a bit of a shuffle. Okay, right. Finding grace. A spoonful of sugar. Okay, interesting. Finding grace, starflower. For me, this feels quite a healing card. It's got lovely peacock feathers in there, my absolute favourites. And actually, starflowers, which was the name of my holistic healing business that I used to have a long time ago. And they are both, very, very healing cards. And I think this week for you is about finding grace, obviously, but in the shape of finding some peace, I think, finding some healing, and maybe coming to some sort of resolution within yourself about something that's happened in the past. I think it's time to put something to bed, to put something to sleep, and I think it's time for you to come to some sort of resolution with a situation, one that's going to bring you some healing, one that's going to bring you some peace, long-term peace, because I feel like this has gone on for far too long, Libra, this situation, and for whatever reason it's been brought up again now. Maybe it's been in the back of your mind for a longer while, but now's the time to put it to bed. You see those curtains there? I think it's time to draw the curtains, and it needs to be put to sleep, and you need to be kind to yourself and give yourself some peace. It's time to move on. A spoonful of sugar, marshmallow. Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Spoonful of sugar maybe speaks of overindulgence. It speaks maybe of things that aren't so good for you. And, if we tie it in with the Finding Grace card, the things that we hold on to, the things that we that are just that sit within us, feelings and emotions that sit within us, that we can't let go of, and they eventually can turn into bitterness, the old thing, dis-ease, not being happy, not being contented, and it can make us unwell in the end. So I think about something that like I say, something you've been sitting with for a while may begin to turn into something that's not really that good for you. It could well be even something that, some sort of behaviours or emotions that you're feeling that might feel good at the time, but actually long term they're not good for you. But I think this is about physical healing and mental healing. So, and both of them come hand in hand, don't they? They're both very much entwined. If we look at ourselves holistically, then, we realise that they're both very much connected. So I think that there's definitely something that needs to be moved on, that you need to work through, you need to push through this week, something that's reared its head, or it's been a bit of a shadow with you for the last few weeks, few months, even most of this year. I think it's something, that you need to move onwards, because it's not doing you any good. It's not it's not helpful to you, and like I say, it may even be something that maybe a coping mechanism or a behaviour that you do that you think is helpful, that you think is actually good for you, but it actually isn't. So something to think about. Right, let's have a look what the cards have got to say. Oops, I've just thrown them all everywhere. Gather them together. One more shuffle for good luck. Oh, those two have come out. They want to come out. We've got the Tower. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Magician. And we've got the Emperor. The Tower. The Tower is about sudden change. It's about the universe stepping in, moving in, sweeping through and clearing the path, clearing the way for you. And it may well be that this Tower situation, this Tower moment, is really knocks you sideways because it's coming from nowhere. Or it could just well be that it's a mental shift, something that somebody says, something that's come from the exterior that's really just shifted your internal world. Let's have two cards to go with that. The Devil, the Two of Cups. Right, this is relating to our finding grace and our spoonful of sugar. So we've got that Tower, and I think it is an internal shift with you rather than something physically that's happening this week. I think, this underlying thing that's been ongoing in your life for quite a while, I think it is something's happened to really bring it to the fore, bring it to the front of your mind, to maybe shift the way that you start thinking about it. And that's certainly what the Tower is. It's a complete epiphany. So maybe you're having a massive epiphany moment related to this situation, this thing, this behaviour, this emotion that has been sitting within you for a long time. It's time for it to heal. It's time to let it go. It doesn't serve you. It's not beneficial to you, and we've got the Devil there, clarifying that. The Devil card is about low vibrational energies. It's about coping mechanisms. It's about behaviours or emotions or self-sabotage. It's things that don't serve you, lower vibrational emotions, lower vibrational behaviours, things that maybe you think are helpful, that you think are good for you, but actually they're really not. Things that might well have served you in the past in different situations, but you have grown now, you're different now, and this isn't the way that you need to be dealing with it. So I think there's a whole host of emotions being thrown up this week. We've got the Two of Cups. I think for a lot of you, this is relating to an actual person, to an actual relationship, to somebody quite close to you. I'm thinking even parents or siblings, somebody that feels really, really close to you. And this is something that feels quite deep, but it's time to let it go. It's time to release. It's time to get it out into the light, and it's time to move on from it, and to just shift the way that you think about it, reframe it, and just let it go, let it heal, let it come out into the light, and move yourself on. We've got that Ten of Pentacles there. Ten of Pentacles is about having everything that you need right now. So this week, I think, you're going to be in a place where you've got everything you need to do whatever you need to do this week. Looking further down, we've got the Magician. You've got all the tools you need to do the job in hand. So it feels very much like you're being supported this week, like you've got everything around you materially that you need this week. Let's have a little look. And we've got that Page of Cups. And we've got the Three of Swords. Page of Cups is about love. It's about new love. It can be about just, being very open-hearted, a little bit naive even. So I think as you move through the week, maybe you're feeling a little bit fragile. We've got that Three of Swords. It's the card of heartbreak. It's the card of loss. It's also the card of healing. So I think maybe you are feeling a little bit fragile this week, a little bit delicate, and maybe needing to, give yourself a little bit of self-love, a little bit of compassion for yourself. And you know what? Wear your heart on your sleeve. If you're feeling a little bit vulnerable, if you're feeling a little bit fragile, don't be afraid to share it. There's people around you that are there to love and support you and help you through this, this short period of transition of healing. Because I very much think that's what this is for you. Don't think it's going to last for a long time. I think this is the last gasp of I almost want to say a hold that this thing has had over you over the years, and this the end of it. It's not, it's going to go and it's going to move through you quite quickly, and I think you're going to feel quite light and quite bright and really empowered moving forwards. We've got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about not giving up. It's about just following your intuition, following your heart, moving towards whatever it is that makes you feel joyful, that makes you feel happy, and only you know that. Only you know that, and I think this is the journey that you're on this week. I think you're opening yourself up to more contentment, more joy, more happiness, more satisfaction within your life. And I don't think you're not going to let anybody or anything get in your way this week. I think you are. I think you're getting your power back. You're almost reinvigorating yourself and refreshing yourself, recharging yourself. That was the word I was looking for, in order for you to just move yourself forwards, move onwards, because that's what I feel like this is about. This is about you releasing, about letting go, and about moving forwards in a really powerful way. Let's see what else we got here. Queen of Pentacles. She's a very confident and powerful card. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So I think, you are moving forward in this confident way, in a really in a high vibrational way, because for me the Queen of Pentacles is about living life in a high vibration, living life in alignment with the vision for life that you want for yourself. She's a master manifester. She draws all the wonderful things towards her because she's vibrating at such a high level, and I think this is the sort of the shift that you're in for. I think this week, I think it's a big transitional week, and I think your energy is going to shift into one that is abundant, an abundant energy, a high vibrational energy. Seven of Pentacles is all about weeding and pruning, about putting your energy into the things that are beneficial for you, and being discerning about where you're putting your energy moving forwards. So I think, you are moving towards your joys, your passions. You're doing it in a really confident, high vibrational way, and you're being really discerning about who you're letting in, what you're letting in, what you're putting your energy into this week. We've got the Magician. The Magician, again, is about manifesting. It's about drawing the things that you want physically towards you. It's about having all the tools that you need to do whatever it is you need to do this week. And as I say, I think you're opening yourself up to healing this week. You're being vulnerable. You're letting it flow through you, bringing it out into the light, and letting it go. And you have got the tools. The Magician, he's got a cup, he's got a pentacle, he's got a wand, he's got a sword, he's got all of the tools that he needs to do whatever he needs to do this week. And this is very much you, and alongside that, you are then aligning yourself with the energy of whatever you want to draw to yourself. So you're in manifestation mode as well this week. What else have we got? Ace of Cups, bringing happiness, opportunities for happiness, opportunities for love coming your way this week. Obviously the energy's there if you wish to work with it. Tarot's not law. You don't have to listen to it, but if you want to, if you want to work through this week, it's there for you. That lovely Ace of Cups, and then we're following that up with the sunshine, the sun, beautiful light, the light, which is literally life-giving. It's nurturing, it's abundance, it's happiness, it's contentment, it's joy, it's all of those lovely things. So I think this is the shift, that tower shift, that epiphany moment that comes with the tower, that changes the way that something feels, something looks, the situation that you're in, and then as difficult as it might seem at the time whilst you're working through it, down the line you think, this is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. This is bringing me all the things that I would, I want for myself, everything that I envision for myself in the future. And literally, I think this is a huge transformation for you this month. We've got the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking control, being in control. Look at the way he's sitting there. He's confident. He's controlling the situation. And I think you are feeling by the end of this week, or certainly by the end of the next few weeks, you're feeling more in control of life. I think you're feeling more empowered. And I very much think that is the word for you, Libra, this month, empowered, because I feel like this stuff that you're working through, this peace that you're heading towards, that you're trying to find for yourself, and the releasing of the things that are not good for you, are going to make you feel empowered, are going to give you a sense of achievement, a sense of being back in control of your life, and a sense of healing, a massive sense of healing. We've got the Two of Pentacles there, and we've got the Ace of Wands. So with that Emperor, we've got the Two of Pentacles. You've spent time juggling and balancing, and everything being out of balance, out of kilter, and now you are finding that balance. You're finding that flow. Doesn't mean that everything's going to suddenly become all fine and easy and rosy in the garden, but it means that you trying to, you're not battling to find that balance anymore. Things are going to flow in a much easier way, and in doing so, with the flow of energy, being in a more fluid state, things are going to feel easier. You're not battling against the tide constantly, and it's going to open up a whole new set of opportunities for you moving forwards. Got that Ace of Wands. It's the aces, they're about potential, about possibility. It's a little seedling. Wands are about work. They're about the things that bring you satisfaction, bring you joy, bring you passion, light your fire. So there's going to be a whole new set of opportunities coming your way. And I think the catalyst is the process of you healing, of finding grace, of letting things go, of the things that don't do you any good, the things that no longer serve you, about releasing, letting it go, being vulnerable, allowing yourself to heal, and just pushing forwards. And I think once that shift happens, I think you're on fire. I think you're moving ahead in a really, really strong and powerful way, Libra. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it there even. I hope that's been helpful. Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what's going on with you this week, if this resonates with you on any level. And in the meantime, you look after yourself. Stay rooted, stay open, stay magical. Very magical this week. And I'll catch up again with you very, very soon.